we are live here at Thunderhill Raceway Park in Willows, California. Recently, round 3, we've made it to the West Coast, everybody. We're here in beautiful California. The weather is lovely, if not a little bit windy. We're going to get ready to go here for GTO qualifying. I'm Ryan West. I've got Brendan Kazmarek with us for today only, a one-day only special. We have Brendan with us. Welcome, Brendan.
Hello, Ryan. Happy to be here.
So, not a problem. Hey, so we're going to have Brendan call the camera shots here. I'm going to level with you. I had like 6 cameras out there. None of them are in good spots for qualifying. The track access on the Friday is always a little bit of a question mark. And, of course, we've got Brendan, who doesn't typically do this job at the controls, so there's a little bit of a learning curve here as Brendan cuts away from my fantastic off-camera shot. There we go. Got some cars coming through the back half of the lap here. Looking down at turns 12 and 13. Brendan, it's a homecoming, baby. It's a homecoming.
How good does it
Live.
feel to be back in Glenn County, Ryan West?
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm a level with you. I come to Glenn County about once a month, just driving through. So I have been back in Glenn County.
It's like it's like passing through an airport. It doesn't really count unless you stay and buy something.
I mean, who among us doesn't stop at Grand Zella's on the way to and from Reading for your family needs?
Comfortably saying,
yeah. Have you ever stopped at Grand Zella's if you're just coming to?
I've never heard of it, man.
There's like 8 seconds on the freeway for it, and back then there was.
Why
is this camera so bad? You can literally see the cell tower. It's right there. Why is this camera?
Oh, it's doing okay.
That's incredible. So this is going to be one of my banger cameras that we are going to see tomorrow.
Oh.
And then I think I'm going to have one that's also facing the other direction from this tripod.
Sure.
So you can see him going away. It's going to be pretty tight. And then we're also, as the cars go up and over the Thunderhill, is turn 5 the Thunderhill, or is turn 8, 9 the Thunderhill?
I don't think there is a Thunderhill as such. You could even make the case that the crest at turn 3 is the Thunderhill, being that it just cut out the triumphant return of the NFC Motorsports.
Yeah,
number 123 there.
So NFC back with us for the first time in some time. My goodness.
Yep.
So this is
I tried to tell you
up on the up on the Thunderhill.
Yeah, I tried to tell you.
Yep. Oh, I don't know where that one is.
That's turn 9.
Just zoom in.
Yep.
Turn 9. Oh, I see. Yeah,
I had to zoom in to get it below the cameras there. Oh, little off the line there for the number 290 Janetta.
Yeah,
and stopping. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
All right. It's fun to have the Janetta back to play with the Ligiers as well. Kind of a similar vibe of car. Got a tube frame under there. Nice racing chassis.
There we go. We should get time
back. To click by. This is a deceptively long track. What you see a lot of with some of these tracks, and I know because I have to go around them to place cameras, some of these tracks are actually quite short, but take a really long time to get from one end to the other. Thunderhill is a pretty long track, but it's in a compact area because it doubles back on itself, as you can see on the map there. So it is a deceptively long lap. You're running in the nearly 2-minute range. Best lap so far, number 25, a Singler Racing Team, minute 55, puts them in first position, followed by the 678 of Stack Racing with Rapscallion.
Ryan, did you see who was driving the number 25 Singler Racing Team BMW?
Is that Rob? Is that the Nürburgring 24's Rob Holland?
That's the Thunderhill 25-hour 2013 race winner, Rob Holland.
Is that BTCC almost champion, Rob Holland?
I think it is. That is not the aerobatic pilot, Rob Holland.
Sure.
How
cool
that
would
is.
That be? You could have a Red Bull Air race at Thunderhill Raceway.
I think you could. I think
it's
you could.
the right shape. Like, you could totally do it. Oh, man.
That is actually, I don't think that's not true. So Rob Holland has that car third actually on now sorting this by fastest lap. Adrian Kunzel has the 678 Stack Racing by Rapscallion Ligier JS2R, with whom we now ride on board, up into second place, and Hannah Grisham by about 2.5 seconds has the number 128 Victory Racing Toyota Supra up onto provisional GTO through turn 13.
Man. So a lot of people didn't get the memo that Verizon is the cell provider of choice here at Thunderhill Raceway Park.
It appears that that Rapscallion did, though.
Oh, they did.
I think so. It's pretty good quality stream here.
I'll look it up now. Okay, all right.
This might be on my end here. We're working on
Okay, got
stuff.
it. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. Ever use the internet at VIR, Ryan?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
This is a first for us here. We're producing this live. You're at Thunderhill.
Yes.
I'm at Virginia. Yeah.
Yep. Near North Carolina.
Of course.
Speaking of some other big names, and I'm happy to announce live on the stream here, live on the practice stream, that tomorrow we're going to have TV's Greg Kramer with us calling the race.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kind of. We'll be there.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
He'll be there.
He may join us.
He'll be there. He'll be joining us.
So 678 runs around the, I think that was the 25.
I think so.
Slow-ish down the backside
I'm
of the
going to level
circuit.
with you. This is a little tough.
Yeah, we're okay here. The upload quality
right.
is apparently not great, however. So, getting through
let's
it.
find something else. All right. What about the SoCal Red?
I don't have that on board at the moment. Can you please provide it to me?
Yes, I can. Moment, please.
Thank you.
While I click this link. Oh, it only gives me YouTube. I don't want YouTube. I want the real deal.
Apologies if you're struggling with the video quality at the moment. I am doing my absolute best from my hole up here at live at VIR. If you've never been, I highly encourage the opportunity. It's tough.
Wow.
It is tough.
What do you think was more expensive, the Holiday Inn Express and Willows, or your stay at the Lodge VIR?
Tough to tell, right?
Only to find that the reason it was that expensive was the last one that was available was the Suite TM. So I have a big empty room at a Holiday Inn. It's like a 2-king room, but there's only 1 king. Which has space for activities. Kind of pointless. Here we are.
Right, can I have you carry this for just a minute while I get the timing page up and running?
So
Thank you.
I'm going to continue to carry this. I'm excited. NFC moving quickly. They're currently about 2 seconds off the pace of the AE victory. Fast lap. That 152.924 is currently the fastest lap. Stack Racing with Rapscallion, a 153.3. 153.5 for the 669. So the 153s are about where you want to be. 290 Moorhead Speedworks. Also in the 153s, 153.4. I would love it if my timing would show an order. Don't know how to change that. Oh, showing right here. Ow, my fastest. There we go. So AE victory still on the right now with Hannah Grisham. Adrian Kunzley. Yeah, there we go. Adrian Kunzley, 678 with Rapscallion. 153.307 in second position. And the 290 of Warhead Speedworks with Lawrence Wong in third position. So that's the second row. Rounding out the second row right now, the 669 of Stack Racing with Rapscallion. So the usual suspects near the top. Although I don't currently see NFC on my timing page. Not going well. Apologies, folks, for the broadcast here today. The Easter weekend means that we're a little bit lighter than we typically are.
I mean, we're light
as far
on
as broadcasting is concerned.
commentators,
light on,
light on producers. Right.
Yes, light on everything.
I do see the 123. Well, I did see it on time. That's interesting.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah. Warhead goes to the top, 152.790. So, just about 0.2 of a second quicker than Harrison did a little bit earlier on the second lap in that AE victory. Super number 120. Should be able to follow these cars a little bit better now. Well,
it's currently showing Sean Sampson in the 144, which I don't think is accurate. I think you'll find he's in the 181 of SoCal Wrestlers.
Yeah, Rustlers.
Wrestlers.
Okay.
They're wrestling.
Is that a PC car headed down here into turn number? No, that's not a PC car.
Not likely that it's not.
No, I wonder if that's the Stain Motorsports number 59.
I believe so.
Yeah.
As well as Honda Research West, who I understand are going to run unclassified this one.
Yep, I think this is the Civic headed down the back, sort of back straight, back chute, just in front of the number 678. Yes, it is. That is 100% a Honda Civic, number 324.
With Team Honda Research West, no strangers to this facility.
I mean, as home gets for them.
Yep.
I think you'd say. Many, many years here watching that pair of... There were years where they were Integras, I think. They were NSX? No, TLX. TLX, yes. Not NSX, of course. TSX, maybe? I think they had maybe a couple of years with the TSX. Yep. Maybe. Anyway, actually drawing away here from the 678 just a touch. Go on board the sister car around the backside of the circuit. I don't have the timer running in the upper left-hand corner, but because there is no elapsed time set for the session, but 12.5 minutes gone, so 17.5 minutes remaining. We're getting close to halfway through this GTO-only qualifying session.
No GTO
by design
here this weekend.
No.
Almost unfortunate. This is a great track for GTU, I would say. The flow here that you'd get with a downforce car, now the wind today would make it. But this is a track where historically racing prototypes have done incredibly well. At least over simple battles.
You know, I'm sure you guys will talk more about this over the course of the weekend, but I was thinking about it this morning while just watching some onboards from the Rapscallion cars in particular. You know, we're lapping in the low 1-minute 52s, and it's the right Rapscallion car. Oh yes, it is. 25 now. We're lapping in the low 1-minute 52s here. A couple of 153s actually. The field is tighter than I thought it might be at this stage, given how quickly some teams come up to speed relative to the track, that sort of thing. But we had some years here where we had prototypes that were lapping in the mid-130s. Right? I mean, it really does speak, I think, to what 25 hours under track this facility venue used to offer in terms of just a wide open rule book, build what you want as fast as you can and try and make it last as long as you can. Some are that others, I think it's fair to say.
I think indeed planned on blowing their motor up 3 or 4 times.
No, indeed. And then
they had that factored into their race plan.
And then decided to go race at Le Mans instead.
So stakeholder in Mercedes F1.
Indeed. So anyway, it is going to be interesting to see this race kind of play out as in direct opposition to what I think you and I and anybody who was around for that era of the 25 hours of Thunderhill was maybe more used to seeing. So we got to look at the Forza Motorsport number 144 BMW. The close running, nose to tail, lots of cars in a single class. 12 GTO cars. I think 16 GP1 cars this weekend or something like that. Maybe it's not quite that much, but anyway, that depth of field isn't something I think we were used to seeing around a place like this.
No.
As a couple of cars head under the bridge here towards the final corner. A little bit less traffic density than we're used to seeing as well. So I think even if there are teams that maybe are, a little more experienced around here than others, let's say, Honda Research West, SoCal Rustlers, ex-Samson Racing Communications, of course. I think maybe this is a little bit of a departure from what even they were going to be used to, and altogether a different kind of weekend.
Right.
Moorhead resets fastest lap and is on its way into the final sequence of corners once again. As I am looking at the wrong set of camera angles here for some reason. There we go.
Nice.
There, we got it now.
Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah, apologies. Just amateur hour here.
It is. It genuinely is. That's okay. We'll have Zach with us tomorrow.
No.
Zach.
You'll have Dustin Ollis.
Dustin Ollis will be with us.
Yes.
Along with myself, JT, and TV's Greg Kramer.
He'll be here later.
Later? Okay. How
later. Later. He's
like
not... This
later,
isn't a full...
Like a little later?
Just relax. It's going to be okay.
Is he being paid?
Relax. Will you settle down?
I'm the EP for the event. I got to know these things.
We'll talk about it.
All right.
But yes, my friend and yours will be along at various points this weekend. Let's pick up the 678 here. There we go.
You got to use the full name. You got to use the full name. I've decided that's the bit.
Sure. I would like just to make a very brief point to you, Ryan. We didn't really have the chance to talk about camera angles this morning. The fact that you didn't lean a phone up against the wall on the third floor of the timing tower looking out at turn 3 is extremely disappointing.
You know, I thought about it. It did run through my mind.
Yeah.
I also considered climbing out onto the roof through one of these windows because there's no.
Sure. Storm. Yeah, I thought about doing that over the years. Did not.
I ended up not doing it. I hadn't touched base with anybody at the track.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do that. I imagine here they wouldn't have that much of a problem with it as long as I wasn't an idiot about it. But,
yeah, sure.
You know. No, indeed. I remember having the camera right here by the window, and then you could see people run across the track as photographers to go get shots from the other side. I imagine that's not a thing anymore. I tried really hard on some of these to see if I could work out an angle where I could get Mount Lassen into the shot, and there's just not a good opportunity because it's a little bit
hard. So your top 5 at the moment: Moorhead Speedworks, AE Victory Racing number 120. So Janetta from Supra. Then the pair of Ligier JS2Rs, Stack Racing with Rapscallion. Don't think either of those cars ever ran in the 25 here. I think we did have a couple of years with Oh no, we never had the Supras. We had the Audis. The Flying Lizard had the Audi R8 LMS GT4 and of course the GT3. But we never did get Supras.
No, that wasn't a car yet.
Yep, Ligier's 3rd and 4th. Then the second of the Supras in 5th. Sarah Montgomery driving the number 119 this weekend. See,
somebody in the WRL paddock bought that Emerworld Thunderhill build M3. That's hanging around somewhere.
Well, it was Gregory Leafouge's car, wasn't it?
It was. I believe that Harold had bought it at one point, and then they were trying to sell it.
Interesting. Okay.
This was about a year ago. Still have the big red line sticker.
Sure. Can the 669 improve here? Tom Roberts listed as the driver? No. Still kind of getting up to speed in the second half of the GTO qualifying session. SoCal Rustlers 6th in the number 181. Singler Racing Team in the number 25 goes P7 with that's still Rob Holland. 5427 car/drivers offering. Janetta will fly underneath the flag stand here. Hunter Research Rescue 8 staying to the number 59. P9. Well. Number 4.
I'm just going to go ahead and fix timing, so I'm going to try to carry this here. A little distracted by the fact that we now have pictures of Earth from the Artemis mission, which is kind of sick. Love that.
Is that what this is?
Yes. You can actually see, if you look close enough, you can hold your thumb and lock out Thunderhill Raceway Park. It's so windy here. I don't think I've ever remembered a day in Willows being this windy. It's bad.
You can look up on the hill, Ryan. If you look way out in the hills there.
No.
Waves of rain. Indeed.
Yeah, it's and it has changed sections as well, a little bit. So,
Yeah.
tomorrow it's supposed to be substantially low.
Sure.
I'm worried about it. We'll see how that pans out for everybody involved here. Got about 9 minutes left in the qualifying session. I still have not seen NFC circulating. I wonder if they did an outlap.
No, they are circulating. They absolutely are circulating.
I haven't personally seen them out window.
This is the
Although
NFC
I think
car.
I just heard it.
This is the NFC car on camera.
Is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Why aren't they on timing?
I don't know.
All right. That's cool. There it is. Beautiful. Yeah, these are absolutely terrible. Is this a... Oh. All right, check your phone. So, with about 8 minutes remaining, we still have Moorhead Speedworks in the lead, followed by the 120 of AE Victory Racing. Hannah Grisham having set that 152.9. 152.2 is the fast mark thrown down by Moorhead Speedworks. As discussed earlier, as one of the stack racing cars goes up and off at turn 1 and 2, they're going to come back on. No harm, no foul about Thunderhill. Be flat as you run off track. You're not likely to hit ditches or patches of gravel or rocks. It's just dirt. So that'll end up all right for them. Everything is currently frozen, at least on that screen it is. This one's not. I can look at this one. That works. So we're on board with the Rapscallion car. And they're going to crest turn 5 here. We'll have a camera right there on the right. You can just see where that tripod is located. And to have another camera angle. Again, our camera angles for tomorrow should be much better. Brendan has left me to do this qualifying by myself, which is suboptimal, of course. The whole thing about qualifying is that there's nothing going on, so you have to talk to somebody else about what's going on.
I'm trying to fix the connection
I understand.
here. I think we've got it solved. I think we've got them. More or less. We're doing our best.
All right, we're trying. We're just here doing the thing. For the first time ever, I'll have my family joining.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
They just coming up for the day?
For some of the day, yeah. They're going to go do Easter stuff up north, so they'll stop and hang out.
Very nice.
I was telling the WRL usuals, this feels incredible. This is what a way to cover WRL when you don't have jet lag and got to get your luggage and got to figure out your rental car situation and all. Like, just come on up here at your leisure. Got all my stuff with me that I'd ever want. Hanging out, feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, for somebody that doesn't usually get the opportunity to just drive up the road and do this all a couple hours from home, to me it feels weird.
Oh, I love it.
Not having the whole process, you know?
I love it so much. Of course, real DriversEye Live heads will know that DriversEye Live is going to cover an event at Laguna Seca as well, which is unfortunately not where I grew up and a little bit further from my house than this is. That also feels pretty good. Get there and be like, I'm here.
There we go.
Look at that. Look at the sensation.
Cars going both directions. Janetta in the foreground, BMW there in the background. See if we can pick up the BMW here way off in the distance from our manned camera. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. Not remotely.
I was going to say, which is the one that fell?
Turn 3.
Turn 3. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Should be up and over the hill at turn number 10 here in a moment. There we go. There's a great shot coming down that hill, Ryan. If you walk out into the runoff at turn 10.
Yep.
So this first left-hander.
So I'm gonna put it on the actual hill, right there.
No,
Like further
no,
up, so you
just
can
go straight off into the runoff. You're gonna have a great shot all the way down the hill and all the way into the braking zone at 10. It's a wonderful shot.
All right.
It really is.
Wonderful shot.
Yep.
Turn
we solved.
9's
Have
gonna
we
a
solved
couple-
the connection quality?
Yes, somewhat.
Very good. Okay.
Turn 9's gonna have a good bull angle action.
Yeah.
Right there at the apex.
Yeah. If those of you who are just joining us and saying the coverage and the camera quality needs work, we're aware.
It does.
Yours truly, Brendan Kazmarek, is usually either a commentator or a executive producer in these cases. I do not normally push buttons, switch cameras, set up connections, that sort of thing. That is not my area of expertise, and I certainly don't do it from other racetrack hotel rooms.
Yeah.
When I do have to do it. So I appreciate your patience. Everybody's sticking with this here for the first half hour of qualifying. I'm also coming off the back of some sort of really lovely upper respiratory virus over the last week and some change. So we're just, I would say we're going through it here.
All right.
But
we'll make it. It'll
we're all friends. We're all family here.
Yes. You're here, your family. That was terrible. Say, it's a good job TP's not here. But the car's going to wind itself up here at turn 8, one of the fastest parts of the track. They'll head back up the hill. They're going to have a little left-hander here for turn 9. They're going to go up over the rise and down a really steep hill right here. Gain all their speed back almost right away. And then come out wide here, get the car turned. There's going to be 2 left-handers here, one and then another. Brendan, how do you feel about me putting cameras on those tire barriers or on driver's right here?
I don't think that's necessary.
I think it would look tight as hell.
I don't think it would. It doesn't cover enough ground.
Oh, it's going to be the stretch, the run onto this back stretch, right?
No. You're better off going driver's right at the bottom of the hill and showing the elevation change.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's multiple options here. You got a lot of cameras to put in. A lot of cameras here.
This is a track that does just as well watching a collection of onboards as it does actually watching.
Is that true, or is that just because we did that for a long time?
No, I think it is also true.
All right.
I mean, there's some good trackside angles here as well, but
sketchy cam.
I think it does. Yeah. Oh, there goes the Janetta down the front straightaway once again.
Yep.
No new fastest laps here for Lawrence Wang, listed as the driver on board that car. 153.609 was the last. Best, and this will be the last lap for that car, actually. We'll come back around to the checkered. Still the provisional pole time, 152.249.
And it looks like, well, I mean, all of these say pit in, so that's not correct. I was going to say, it looks like everybody's trying to pit in already, so that could be it.
Yeah, I would say much of the data we're getting off of race or red mist at the moment is not
good. It's bad.
Yeah, it's just not perfect. Hello to Lazy Wazy, who is asking about the wind. Not much more to say other than that what you hear is what you get. It is extremely windy. A little bit better around some of the lower parts of the circuit, but when you're up on top of the hills, Ryan, I'm sure it's pretty brutal.
Pretty bad.
Also, Lazy Wazy is in Jersey.
Boise?
Yeah, which is unfortunate. Very sorry to hear that. If you're interested in seeking greener pastures, allow me to recommend Pennsylvania, the great Commonwealth.
Philadelphia recently rated the most urbanist-friendly location of the Cheesecake Factory.
What?
Yeah.
No, say that again. That didn't make any sense to me.
Philadelphia's location of the Cheesecake Factory was voted as analyzed to be the most urbanist-friendly.
Most urbanist, like IST friendly. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
With the highest walk, transit, and bike scores combined, in addition to being part of the fabric of the street in a much better way than
Fascinating.
most are.
Well, checkered flags out, Ryan.
Yep, indeed.
On GTO qualifying. 12 cars take part. NFC did end up being given a lap time for 123 and what are there two in it? Are both cars there?
Both cars are here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. 7th and 8th, 154.537 is the fastest lap they're credited with for the number 123, but no laps credited, lap times as such credited for the 124. Just a number of laps. Sets one more time, 155.278, so it does not improve. Stays P7, and I don't think we've got any other cars circulating at the moment that have the potential to improve.
I don't think so either. I have a frozen screen. I don't think I have a backup. This one is top.
Yeah. So let's just run through this real quick here, Ryan, as we
do it.
Wrap up GTO qualifying. It's Moorhead Speedworks and AE Victory who are going to start tomorrow's 8-hour enduro on the front row. Moorhead Speedworks in the 290. Lawrence Wang having driven that car to its pole time. AE Victory number 120 was Hannah Grisham who set that car's lap time on lap number 2. About 3/4 of a second is the difference in time there. Second row is all Ligier, all stack racing with Rapscallion. 678 from 669. That's a good time from that 669. Sometimes we'll see that that first car, that lower numbered car, a little bit lower in the on the grid after Friday qualifying. But yeah, a really good 3-4 effort there to lock out the second row. AE Victory Racing number 119. Think that time was set by Sarah Montgomery. Laura Hayes did wrap up the session there for the second AE Victory Racing Supra. SoCal Rustlers, the number 181, rounds out the session in 6th place outside of row number 3. Row number 4, all NFC Motorsports, Mercedes, and GT4s, 123 from 124. Forza Motorsport in the number 144 to start alongside the Singler Racing Team number 25 on row number 5. And row number 6 to, let's say, outside classification, Hope classification.
Yes. Hope classification.
Honda
do a lot of bike racing here at Thunderhill.
I know. Honda Research West number 324 and Stan Motorsports in the number 59. Those two cars, again, not running in GTO as such, but they are GTO grouped cars. This weekend. They'll start 11th and 12th. Next up, Ryan, it is GTO, it's GP1, GP2 qualifying. But that will come after an HPDE session, as is always the case on these Fridays here at World Racing League events. So why don't we come back for a brief podcast hour? Let's say maybe 15 or 20 minutes before that session starts. Ryan, you and I can do a little bit of catching up, planning for the rest of the weekend and some other items.
Sure.
Make sure we've got the production ship buttoned up as much as you can.
Whoa.
Ship.
Whoa,
the production ship buttoned up. I realize those two letters run together. But so it goes. Buttoned up as much as we can from a hotel room at VIR. And we'll rejoin for some light chatter, and then of course the last half hour of qualifying for the GP1 and GP2 cars here from Thunderhill Raceway Park, Willows, California. It's the Golden State Endurance Cup, the inaugural trip to California. World Racing League. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome back to Thunderhill Raceway Park. I'm Ryan West. We got Brendan Kazmarek at the controls and also commentating on this qualifying session. I'm just looking through, not through WRL's yearbook. That would be great. WRL should have a yearbook. I'm just looking for through Thunderhill's yearbook, which was given to me when I went to the shop to get myself a protein bar. Kind of nice. Pretty cool. Yes. Something of that nature. Here's a Larry Chen photo of the start of what appears to be 2015. Really nice. Got the number 8 Janetta at the lead. 17 Simplify Davidson Norma on the inside. Gorgeous. Anyway. I have a confession to make. I've talked about something pretty openly on the broadcast for a long time that I've now been proven wrong about. And it was my position for the longest time that limiting the amount of regen that you could do in a hybrid race car was BS, and that was stupid, and that there should be unlimited regen. And now that they have a lot of regen available to Formula One, it's made the racing bad.
It's not. No, the problem is, okay, two things. Here we go. You ready?
All right.
Number one.
I knew this would get you going.
Number one. It's a rule set. Every series in the history of mankind has had a rule set. And you know what that means? It means everybody plays by the same rules, and you press play, and you just go racing. You shut up, and you put the cars on track, and you go racing. Complaining about too much regen, too much deploy, the racing is bad, the racing is weird, we don't like it, it's causing this, that, or the other thing, is a fool's errand. It's just a rule set. These things have existed forever, they will continue to exist forever. Everybody just shut up and go racing. We don't have to make a big deal about this. Because it's different and it's weird. You know what else was weird? Lift and coast on the LMP1s. You know what? People got over it, and it turned out to be pretty dang good racing. People are going to get over this, too. And then I saw people try to blame the Bearman accident on Sunday at Suzuka on regen.
100%. 100% they are. And I think that's going to be what causes them to knee-jerk change the rules.
Which is nonsense. The accident happened because Colapinto moved over in the braking zone at 100 kilometers an hour speed difference. He was doing 230 or whatever it was. Bearman came up behind him doing 320, and Colapinto moved over a lane and a half into one of the fastest approach corners on the track. What are we doing? Had nothing to do with regen. If that happened, listen, if Colapinto and Bearman, if that were a multi-class race, and that were a hypercar approaching a GT, and the GT car moved over on the approach to a corner like that, the GT driver would be thrown out of the race and told not to return. He would not be allowed to drive that car anymore. Why on earth? How on earth did Colapinto escape a penalty doing the same? And why on earth are people trying to blame that on regen? It's just nonsense. It's just nonsense. And anyway, why blame the amount of regen? Why isn't it the amount of deploy? I don't understand.
That's Brendan Kazmarek on Formula One. We're actually looking to get our F1 TV television show off the ground. We're talking to the folks at the Atlanta Braves, or whatever it's called. It's going to be really fun.
Sure. I genuinely think the new rules are the new F1 rules, the current F1 rules, are as interesting a rule set as we have had in Formula One in a long time. People don't like it because it's different, because people are decelerating when people think cars are supposed to be going quickly. It's not about cars going quickly all the time. It's about making them go as quickly as they can over 310 kilometers. And if the rules...
It's a little candy ass on F1's part to not show an onboard lap of a...
That I agree with. But that's a
Like,
promotional problem, that's a PR problem, that's a video editing problem. That is not a rule set problem. Trying to blame it on a rule set is disingenuous and awful.
All right. Perfect. Well, that was fun. Enjoyed
I
that.
thought so. I've been waiting for my opportunity here. I really have.
I was happy to provide that to you.
Thank you. I also have a fear that they're going to do a knee-jerk reaction to this and pull the plug.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I read more into the, speaking of knee-jerk reaction, I read more into the SFO thing. Yeah, no, they just don't believe in visual separation anymore. So they're not gonna...
So it's the same thing as the helicopters.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, great.
So it's going to be like that forever.
You want another take on this?
On Formula 1 or on SFO ruining their arrival procedure?
On visual separation specifically.
Okay, yeah. Let's hear it.
Do you know what the specific cause
Hold on.
of the...
For the uninformed listener, please state your credentials.
Sorry, I spent 9 years as an air traffic controller. I'm also a licensed private pilot, right? So I see both sides of things, or yes, have experience on both sides of things. Do you know the DCA accident, right?
Yep.
It is not that... excuse me. Planes are difficult to see each other out the window, right? Planes are not difficult to see. They're airplanes, right? The problem is that the human eye
is a black helicopter up against a body of water operating where they're not supposed to be.
No.
Like, is that? Oh, okay.
Human eyes are very, very good at seeing things in motion.
Sure.
When two objects are in motion, or one object is in motion relative to you, it becomes very, very easy to see. Your eye, your brain is trained to pick up that motion. The problem is, when two objects are on a collision course, they don't move relative to each other.
Right.
When you are on a collision course with something in an airplane, that thing that you're about to hit does not move in your window, it just gets bigger. It's one of the first things I learned learning to fly. And it's really alarming the first time you realize that something isn't moving out your window. You spot it, but you realize it's not moving out your window. It's a problem. Right? So the problem here isn't that, oh, well, visual separation can't be applied, or, it's too hard to see each other out the window. It's not. But when two things are about to hit, it takes more than just a, yep, visual separate, or yep, we have them in sight, we'll maintain visual. You actually have to see it, know where it is, know how to avoid it.
Well, and I can understand if someone were to say, sure, but two planes moving at approach speed into an international airport aren't moving relative to one another. Therefore, it's harder to see, question mark, but like also that's been the arrival procedure at that airport for 40 years. So I don't understand.
Seeing an Embraer 175 out the left front corner of your windshield at 700 feet range is different than trying to pick out an RJ from 4 miles away that you're on a collision course with at night.
Right.
Those are fundamentally different experiences.
Sure.
Just a couple of things. Mike Anderson in the chat says F1 is not multi-class racing.
You're right. It's not. But if you're being taken by 100 kilometers an hour difference, it should be adjudicated like it is.
Absolutely. If you're going, and somebody actually made this point to me the other day, we just treat the regen zones, the clipping zones, like it's a braking zone, right? You can't move last minute in a braking zone, can't make multiple moves in a braking zone. It's the same thing, right? Because the closing speeds are fundamentally the same, it should be treated the same.
Sure.
Same thing with multi-class racing. The closing speeds are exactly the same as if we were doing hypercars and GT3s. You might as well treat them like hypercars and GT3s because that is the dynamic that the racing creates. Tim Adolfson says lots of whining today. No, Tim, lots of whining every day. I have lots of opinions on things. I like to share them. You can discard them if you want. I don't care. Nick B, not just this track, can't follow cars and timing is up for 5 seconds then gone. It is just this track. Sorry, I'm not normally the producer. We're doing our best. Timing was a little bit off in the earlier session as well. And because I'm moving cameras around and clicking through things, I didn't have the ability to just fix it and leave Ryan hanging for multiple minutes, even though I ended up doing that anyway, trying to fix it. GP1 appeared because 3 cars crossed the start-finish line and then were deleted. And our timing system, once the cars appear, it will populate GP1 in timing and scoring, even though they're not actively out on track. So
Nice.
at some point during that session, GP1 tripped timing, and that's why you saw GP1 cycle through the list in the upper left-hand corner. Normally that doesn't ever happen, and we don't have that issue, but it did happen, and it's just not something that we can fix mid-session. So that explains that. With any luck, by the time we get this next session going for GP1 and GP2 qualifying, you should only see GP1 and GP2 cars. And obviously for the races tomorrow and Sunday, it's a non-issue because you will only have race cars involved.
Yes. There you go.
But we appreciate everybody's patience and feedback and participation and all of the right things. Any other racing-heavy topics we need to discuss here, racing-specific topics we need to discuss here before we throw cars on track for GP1 and GP2 qualifying?
Specific topics. I know there's some fire happenings in the world of racing. I just can't decide what they are. I hope we never have to go back to Bahrain or Saudi Arabia ever again.
Oh, no, haven't you seen all the new photos of the Qiddiya speed park with the elevated turn one?
Ugh.
We're going back.
Ugh.
Also, Bahrain is not in and of itself a bad track.
Bahrain's fine. The Saudi Arabia track is trash. I don't like Losail either. I
think it would have been hilarious with clipping.
Yeah, that's true.
That track is all blind corners.
Yeah. A bike track, as it were.
What?
Losail made most of
the
bikes,
no,
right?
Sorry,
yeah.
I was talking about Jeddah, sorry.
Oh, okay, got it.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, the Qatar circuit is not great either. Yeah, you know.
They're all
it's good for bikes, but that's about it.
Go back to Sepang.
I love Sepang. I was watching some onboard videos of Sepang earlier. WRL 12 hours at Sepang went.
Speaking of people being further afield, did you see Gino Manley's in Bathurst right now?
What's he doing there?
The Bathurst 200?
Bathurst. Bathurst.
Yes.
You don't pronounce the H twice.
Yeah,
Bathurst.
whatever.
Bathurst.
Qualifying's underway here.
Sure is. Is that the Blaze Racing number 118 leading the pack?
It is.
I saw that car stationary on track a little earlier this morning, right?
All right. Sure, I believe you. I did not. I was doing others.
Yeah, no, I happened to be watching some onboards and doing the things, and yeah, sure enough, there was a stationary Blaze Racing E36. A little closer to home than we normally see for that car.
Indeed. A lot of teams are a little closer to the home than normal.
Is this their closest race yet, being Vegas-based? I know Utah's like their home track.
Yes.
Home track, kind of, but...
yeah, I think this is quite close. I think Scott said they were San Diego now.
Interesting.
Quite a few San Diego teams. One of which is not here. And they're out doing... Oh, my. They're out doing autocross at Chuckwalla instead of being here.
Is that right?
Yep.
Huh. Aren't you going to Chuckwalla next weekend?
I am.
Huh. The same people? Anyway.
Sorry, I'm having to fight the culture at Thunderhill of anybody can just come up and chill in the third floor.
Yep.
Yeah. Here for qualifying, I don't necessarily mind, but for the race, it's going to be tremendously distracting.
Is that a Toyota, like, TRD colored GR86 on the back straightaway we're following?
It is not a GR86. I think you'll find it's an 86 or an FRS.
Or just an 86. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But it is like that Toyota sort of TRD.
Yes, the
very
classic
good.
colors.
Yeah.
Now that TRD doesn't exist,
which
Toyota can't decide what they want to do with their name for their racing
course.
anymore because they've ruined it. None of their names mean anything. They keep trying to make them mean things, and they don't mean things. All right, let's see if timing's doing what I need it to do here. Sorting by fastest. Current fastest car, AOA Racing, number 55. I understand that car's been left here since another event they did. 2:14.735. 49 of Velocity Group, 2:18. They just got beat, though, by Palomar, the number 83. I don't imagine Sean Sampson is in the Palomar car. I'm just going to guess at that. Velocity Group number 49 in third now. Blaze Racing in fourth. Again, right at the beginning of the session.
Oh, there goes El Diablo.
Right to the top. I think right where everybody would have expected them to go.
Sailed it off into turn one. I don't know how many wins. Ryan, you can maybe get numbers tomorrow, but how many wins in E0 have they got here at the 25?
Probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a different car than what they did for those wins.
Is it?
Completely different chassis. Well, yeah, they had an E36.
Oh, it was 36 before. This is the 46. Yeah, okay. I guess that makes more sense.
I'm really curious to see what they do against PC Racing, and Palomar, frankly, at their home track. This is genuinely El Diablo's home track. Honda Research West in 6th.
Right, can you help me identify this car headed out of turn number 13 and flying down the back straightaway?
No, I cannot. Thanks for asking, though. Appreciate it.
Pick it up here in the braking zone. Appears to be a Mustang. Nope. That is not a Mustang.
BMW.
Ooh,
Is that the Palomar car for this weekend? I think it might be.
The new one?
No,
debut?
this is somebody else's car.
Oh, interesting.
It's on Instagram.
It'll
be the 383, right?
It'll be the next one across the line here.
Yep.
That one.
I didn't see it change.
No, I was asking you to look out the window, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the timing to see when it would do the thing. I was like, yeah, it didn't click. I don't know. It's a BMW, though.
AOA Racing, the 55, within about, say, 0.3 of a second of, 0.4 of a second of the El Diablo number 48. That is strong.
Good GP1 field here.
El Diablo resets the pole time. These are representative now. 158.767.
Yep. PC Racing does a 2:06. They're both, well, I mean, that El Diablo car's turned on. I think PC Racing's going to need some time, but even then, something we didn't really mention is that this is a track that does not feature heavily in any sim. There is a really good, I think it's paid version of this for Assetto Corsa, but it's not in iRacing, it's not in R Factor, it's not in any of those. So I think the local knowledge here, especially in GP1, GP2, with a more, I think, casual driver base versus, having engineers and spotters and training and pro drivers. I really think in GP1, GP2, home field advantage is going to matter a lot here.
I think there are a couple of really very unique dynamics at play. That is certainly one of them, is what does experience get you here, right? What is versus limited preparation, certainly.
Right.
That is one of the interesting factors. One of the other really interesting factors here is this track is largely long corners.
Yep.
And I realize that El Diablo specifically has more experience and more laps around this place than maybe literally any other team in human history. Not to blow it out of proportion.
Probably pretty close, because a lot of those ES teams didn't make it on a lot of races.
But let's not forget that. Oh, that is a lockup there for.
We're gonna just take that Palomar car right down the inside. Yeah. All right. Anyway.
But the pole time, remember, for the Ginetta from Moorhead Speedworks was 152.4 or 52.2 maybe. Right in that window, anyway. El Diablo's pole time on lap 2, 158.7. Right, so that's 6 seconds in between your GTO pole sitter and your GP1 pole sitter.
I think they're going to be fighting at the front there. Where are they in comparison to SoCal Wrestlers, who also have a ton of laps around here?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd have to go back and look at the results from GTO qualifying. SoCal Rustlers.
They were like a 56, right?
It was a 54 flat.
Oh, 54. Oh, they did.
Yeah, so they did all right. So not only is the whole GTO field really very compressed because everybody in GTO has had kind of limited preparation time.
Yep.
But now you've also got this kind of unique dynamic where the GP1, the tip top of GP1 has so much experience here that they're going to be pushing the back end of a lot of that GTO field. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how that pans out. And we do often see in let's say moderate sized fields anyway, you get GP1 and GP2 cars creeping up against the top 5-6 positions overall anyway.
Right.
But this is going to be one of those that I think is I think there may be some surprises in those top 5 or 6 positions at the end of Saturday and Sunday.
I think so too.
Dive Bombers into the pit, number 121. I think that may be the car I was looking at, the all-black car, or mostly black car. So AOA racing through the final corner and onto the front straightaway. There's El Diablo again. El Diablo doesn't really need to do much here. They've got that 58 in.
They're 3 seconds adrift of Matt Million in a Palomar car.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think you can ask for much more than that, to be honest.
No, I mean, and Matt has more than enough laps around here as well.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Where's Julian Drinnens?
Taz Harvey? Taz Harvey, I think, actually might be here at VIR.
Let's remember some guys.
Yep.
Thunderhill edition.
Yep. Colton Herta. Wait,
what? You mean noted mediocre GP2 driver Colton Herta?
Maybe that's the next topic we should have tackled.
It is.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to get all the points that he needs, but I think it's going to be a struggle.
Yeah.
I really do. And I said that last season, too, and people kind of thought I was just being mean because I don't like Colton Herta, which, to be clear, I don't. I don't like Colton Herta. But I think that this is not good. And right now, I am going to level with you. I think that car might be faster than the Cadillac over the course of a race.
So. We'll see about that. Cadillac's not desperately uncompetitive. Here's another car I don't immediately recognize on the brakes into turn. Oh, no, that's the same one from earlier.
All right.
We're going to identify it. White car out the window here. Orange and black in the rear. Yep. Down the front straight.
Looking.
Is that Dive Bombers? Nope.
Oh, it's that MR2.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So that is Dive Bombers then. Is it not? Number 121. Second place now overall. In GP1. 201.734.
That is some deeply Thunderhill stuff right there. You've got El Diablo in a BMW being chased down by somebody in just the world's most ridiculous looking MR2. What a build. It's fast and it looks awesome.
See if I can.
There's not enough second gen MR2s in club racing anymore.
I hear they're bringing the MR2 back.
So they've had that concept car as an idea since I worked at Lexus. And I think they really wanted it to be electric to compete with the Boxster that was supposed to only be electric, that is now not. And I think it's causing some problems for Toyota because they, a little bit late in the game, decided, okay, fine, we will do an electric car, just as electric cars went out of favor.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I think they're a little bit on the back foot more than they would want to talk about at this point. But yeah, allegedly, if an MR2 comes out and it is priced under 50 grand, I am buying it. It's going to happen.
Is this what racing needs? Is just like, let's revive the great cars of the 90s?
So the Alpine A110 for the second gen, they're going to do that for North America as well.
Well...
So I listened to a podcast with the guy who was like the lead designer and like engineer on that car project. And he said the issue they had was they could either make it pass the unseat belted occupant test, or they could make it past the like head injury while seatbelted test for like the amount of interior volume they had. And basically, to make it past one or the other, you'd have to change how the interior was designed. And because I think it was New Hampshire, it's still legal to drive without a seatbelt. It has to pass the unbelted occupant test. And so they couldn't do it for this one. Apparently, they engineered it with the idea that you could get it into North America if you had to. And it just wasn't quite what they needed. So I believe it if they say the second one is going to come here. Well, that would be pretty cool. An A110 or a Boxster, or a Boxster or a MR2. That's awesome.
This all yellow BMW down the back straightaway here behind the PC racing cars, absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Is that
not the Palomar? No, is that the Jason Reichert Motors? Or
I'm going to take your word for it here.
Right.
I'm not very good at
or is it
identifying
Funk
what's what.
Motorsport?
No, that's. I'm not sure what's going on there.
We out here trying to function Motorsports.
Can you pick it up out the window? Come to start finish now.
I know. I've seen that car in the paddock. I know which one it is. I just don't know what the name
maybe
is.
that is the Funk Motorsport car.
We out here trying to funk.
It did. Okay. It did tip trip timing at the right time.
HQ's here as well. Man, what a group of cars.
Yeah, HQ I forgot actually has a lot of experience here as well.
Yep.
Saw some absolutely filthy photos of that car.
Sure. As Jordan Worth would say, what a great bunch of guys.
Indeed.
Blaze Racing up to 4th. They've found 17 seconds. Yeah, El Diablo down to the 157s.
Trouble on the back straightaway here. That is
that's a motor gone.
Heavily smoking BMW.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
And hopefully that hasn't laid down a bunch of fluid, but I imagine it probably has. That would be unfortunate. That'll end the qualifying session with about 15 minutes to go.
That Honda Research West Civic there, not interested in going anywhere near the line. That let's see if we can look back here. I don't see any obvious trails of fluid there.
Do you see the right there in the middle?
Yeah, but I think the car was further to driver's right than that.
Got it. Well,
and it looks like, has it come to a stop on the front straightaway there, Ryan? Let's see it come through.
Not that I can
make it.
See.
Maybe it did.
No, it made it. It made it to the pit lane.
Okay. Okay, so
you're up to their pit stall. Nobody's hurrying.
Just to recap things here briefly, El Diablo Motorsports still on provisional pole. Did dip into the 157s. 157.997. Pick up something else here on trackside. Palomar Racing number 383. That car on debut. 201.526. So yes, your math is correct. 3.5 seconds separating the leader in GP1 from second place.
Which, to be clear, Palomar ran at Thunder. I think that 383 is a former 25-hour car as well.
Yeah, it might be.
No, I think it is. Like, I saw the post that it was.
Dive Bombers number 121 into third place in GP1 ahead of the Blaze Racing number 118. So after that car stopped out on track earlier today, Zach Leipvol behind the wheel of that number 118. A good recovery to the outside of the second row, and actually only needs about 0.02 of a second to jump that Dive Bombers MR2. PC Racing number 43 goes P5, at least for now, ahead of the GP2 pole sitter. Palomar Racing number 83. That car will get shuffled to the back of the grid order tomorrow when we get things started, by virtue of being the GP2 pole sitter. AOA Racing number 55, second in GP2, 7th overall. 207.287. Again, that's 2.5 seconds between the GP2 pole sitter and second place. 3D Racing in the number 80. That is 6th place in GP1. That BMW just flashing past the camera there, running behind the El Diablo car. That car is 8th overall on a 207.973. Velocity Group Racing in the number 49 in GP2, 208.3. And then top 10 overall for this session, rounded out by the HQ Autosport number 330, 210.510. But that is that car's first lap of the session. So let's see if they can improve.
Is it a 20-minute or 30-minute session?
It's a 30-minute session.
30 minutes. So you still got a little bit of time. If you're just now starting, you've still got time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think PC Racing probably looking for some answers right now. If you're at PC and you're used to being at the front of the field here in GP1 and you're getting walked by 4 seconds, you're scratching your head a little bit.
Well, yes and no. I mean, our nearest analogy to this race weekend is Utah last season, right? Regionally relevant event, right? Where you have a handful of local entries, people that have more laps at a particular track than anybody else, right?
Yep.
You've got maybe some unique weather. I'm sure the wind here is not playing no role in how cars behave and handle. You know, a track surface that might be a little bit unfamiliar, curbs and what you can use, what you can't use, that sort of thing. I mean, this level of experience in some of these teams here really matters.
Right.
As that smoking BMW heads back out on track for pit lane.
I wonder if the cooler line came undone. Or...
Remember what GP1 was at Utah. It was Blaze Racing.
Yep.
And it was Zelus.
Yep.
In a car that they hated, but were still quicker than literally the entire rest of the field, right?
Right.
So that's not to say that you can't be competitive and you can't, hang with the best of the best, but the best of the best are at the top of the fields right now for a reason. Because on a track that's hard to prepare for, they've got thousands of laps of preparation. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see something, fairly similar to that when we go racing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. local time, just like we saw last year at Utah.
Yeah. I agree.
I love this BMW at the back of the shot here. I think it is the Funk Motorsport number 197.
All right.
It's just such a pretty looking car.
Well, this is the last you'll see of it, Brendan.
Is that right?
You can go back to VIR and watch your SCCA Super Tour.
Well, I mean, I am obligated to do that.
Yep. It is written into a contract.
Yep. HQ improves. Funk improves as well. So that puts HQ up into 6th place. Jumps the Palomar number 83 GP2 pole sitter, 202.987. Funk Motorsport improves to a 207.1 to go 2nd place in GP2.
It is still unbelievably windy out.
Yeah,
I think it's lessened a little bit, but it's still pretty bad.
PC's going to try this again. Maybe a quick driver change here. This camera has tilted a little bit, so now it looks like turn 1 is just flat. Like that hill and that crest you get on corner exit just doesn't exist.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate, because it is really, I mean, I don't know if you've ever had a vehicle out on track at this place, Ryan, before today. But I mean, the elevation changes there through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are not nothing.
Correct.
.21 and some change minutes gone here, so we're under 9. El Diablo looks like they will call it a session.
Yep. I mean, they have no reason not to,
Yeah, although a lot of cars are tripping. Every car has tripped the pit loop for some reason, so that's not sure why that is.
Sure.
Number 197 might have another go at this. Headed underneath the... What's the bridge sponsor at the moment, Ryan?
That's a good question. I forgot. It is not Ferrari of Silicon Valley. I know that for sure.
Is it Haggerty still?
No. I think it's Competition Motorsports, but you can see the Haggerty stripe still on there. Like they only redid part of the wrap but left the stripes or painted it or something. Very bizarre.
Interesting. Okay.
It does not have the same feel. It's now like a metal shed type.
Yeah,
bridge,
sure.
so it rattles around. It's not the same.
I could hear it
Feels less
from
premium.
the camera a little earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
There goes PC. This will be, again, a second effort from the number 43. See if we can get it to flash in front of the camera here, down the front straightaway. You know,
Nice.
that was pretty good, actually. I was pretty proud of that.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Good little switch there.
Yep. We'll get started here. Car sitting 5th place in GP1 inside of row number 3. Does have quite a bit to do to pick up a spot on the Blaze Racing number 118. I have a suspicion here as well that not unlike we saw at Utah, these E36s, the lighter, smaller cars, I think, are going to have an advantage over the 46s. El Diablo notwithstanding.
Sure.
Lots of long corners here, quick, you know, a lot of 4th gear corners where that older, smaller chassis really excels. Or older, lighter chassis, I guess.
No, I'm fascinated to see what continues to happen throughout the race weekend. I think that a lot of this, El Diablo's got a lot of aero on that car, to be honest, and you've got these lighter cars, probably a little bit more efficient on the straights. I think they may have a advantage in terms of stint length. That 383 though is an E90. They described in their post as the couch. Yes. So that car also not tremendously light, is my understanding.
Yeah, no, that's very
The
interesting.
Dive Bomber's car may have a huge fuel advantage here. We don't know. I know the fuel tank on an MR2 is pretty small. But at least their fill time will be shorter.
Does Blaze improve here? 201.75 out. No. Does PC improve?
No.
205.1. Now, I think this might be about all we've got in it.
I think so too.
Mr. West. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Indeed. I have a good authority that Blaze Racing is going to wrap it up.
Okay.
I think they're on an end lap.
You could see it, the body language of that car just out the window. They've been in cruise mode for quite some time.
PC, I think, is going to try again here. Oh, no, they run wide. So that's going to destroy any chance of this lap. So they really have to do it on the next lap, otherwise they don't have it. PC Racing, anyway.
Yeah, even from... I mean, it looked like a stable lap, just not an exceptionally quick lap for that PC Racing number 43. The lap time was a 2:05.1, so I kind of have a suspicion that they're going to let that lap time just kind of be what it is there. Use this last section of the session to get the driver, current driver, excuse me anyway, a couple of extra laps of seat time, but
Indeed.
probably just stand on that P5 time of the 2:02.749.
Does the results button work, Brendan?
Guess there's only one way to find out.
All right, let's do it. No. The answer is no, it does not work.
Okay. Not convinced it's not a me issue, but see what the situation is. Funk Motorsport, do they improve again? Yes, they do. 206.081. I'll tell you what. They're kind of chipping away at this.
They are.
Palomar number 83, GP2 pole sitter 204.228. Yeah, okay, it's still 1.8 seconds, but again, it's just a couple of tenths here, a couple of tenths there. At number 197, I'm really impressed. Palomar 83 still circulating again. I don't think anybody's trying to reset fastest laps or anything like that here, but I think it's worth maybe paying attention to, Ryan, when you go out to recover cameras, is the quality of the track surface. You know, we've been to some tracks that have not been repaved in longer than others, right?
Sure.
And I remember when we went to NOLA for the first time, one of the things that, excuse me, wrong camera here, one of the things that really caught people off guard was just how abrasive the surface was.
Yes.
And, okay, yeah, the Continental GP1 and GP2 tires are extremely durable, and they don't tend to have big chunks taken out of them. But this isn't a track where, you know, we do a lot of, well, WRL does any of this kind of racing. I'm not sure there's a lot of endurance racing that actually still goes on here. And if there is, right, I think they're all on a different spec tire.
Yes.
Which would suggest to me that I don't know that the Continentals have a ton of laps here. So, you know, if it is an older surface, and I think it is here, yes, racing does have
they repaved part of it.
Did they?
That's my understanding. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what tire wear ends up looking like through the balance of the day tomorrow, especially those first couple of hours. GTO almost certainly will need a singular tire change, and I don't think you're going to get big wear issues on the Continentals, but again, I don't think anybody really knows.
Indeed.
No major changes here inside the final couple of minutes, couple of laps. So we get rooftop Thunder Ray, I don't know, whatever that cameraman is out there.
Yes.
In the fields.
Hilltop Harvey.
Hilltop Harvey, there we go.
I got it. I got there.
Thunderhill
Hell
Taz. Yeah. Checkered flag waves. Allegedly. And first car to see it will be 55 AOA Racing BMW. Does not improve. 207.287 is that car's best lap. We'll put it on the inside of the second row in GP2. Velocity Group Racing in the number 49. I think they were still... actually, they may be in the pits now. But a little bit too far adrift there to really do anything with either the Palomar 83 or the Funk Motorsport number 197. Palomar comes through, does not improve. Really consistent, though, over its 12-lap qualifying stint, 204.553. The last time, 204.228 is the provisional pole. Funk Motorsport does not improve that time through, so that'll wrap up qualifying for the bulk of GP2. Your GP1 pole sitter looks to all the world to be the El Diablo Motorsports number 48 BMW E46, just like we left it, 10 years ago, Ryan?
Indeed.
Literally nothing else has changed. 157.997, that's just 5 and some change seconds off of the GTO pole sitting time. Watch that 48 tomorrow, dear viewer. Be in for a surprise overall result there if that car can stay reliable. Was that team's calling card, of course, back in the 25-hour days. Here, Palomar Racing number 383 has the E90 on debut up into second, outside of the front row in GP1 tomorrow. Dive Bombers in the number 121 Toyota MR2. Beautiful looking car. Watch out for that car tomorrow on the inside of row number 2. We'll start alongside the Blaze Racing number 118 BMW E36. PC Racing not able to improve in the second half of qualifying. 213.544 rounds out your top 5. We'll start inside of row number 3 alongside the 330 HQ Autosport BMW. Then we get the GP2 field we talked about, the interloper of the 3D Racing number 80 BMW. Velocity Group Racing number 49 starts 4th in GP2, by the way. I don't think we mentioned that car as we began to wrap things up, but does start outside of the second row. Honda Research West, 5th place car in GP2 there, 12th place in this session at a 2:13.708. That car never really fully got up to the GP2 pace. And then Jason Reichert Motorsports in the number 357 off the back of the field, 13th and shotgun in GP1. Mr. West, I think that'll do it.
This is it. We did it. We did it. I'm happy to be here tomorrow as well for the whole race of me and JT holding it down. It's going to be fantastic.
Yep,
Brendan,
JT.
thank you for coming by today.
Well, listen, we do our best. Appreciate you having me along. Appreciate everybody's patience as we got the production issues sorted out. Again, this is something I do once a year. Very happy to not have to do this again until next summer, 2027. Now that my obligations are fulfilled. No, but I'll tell you what, Ryan, it is really cool. I realize we may be the only ones that have any true nostalgia for this place. And for what it has meant to us and to endurance racing, amateur endurance racing in general. Just before I leave you guys to it tomorrow, watching our current camera setup and our current graphics package and everything that we do and have done on behalf of the World Racing League, being able to come and apply it to Thunderhill Raceway Park and a place that is this special, at least for us, it's really cool. And I think. Yeah, we've seen some bangers over the years at the 25. We've seen some clunkers over the years at the 25. But whatever tomorrow turns out to be, and whatever kind of race it presents for all of you as viewers, watchers, listeners, interested parties, families, friends, whatever, I think it should be a memorable first visit here to Thunderhill Raceway Park. Let's also see what the future holds for WRL at Thunderhill Raceway Park. There is an open book waiting to be written there, as far as I'm concerned. And 15 hours this weekend to get it all started, I think, is a really nice initial offering. And go get it done, guys. Looking forward to it. By the way, if you're looking for some racing to follow before we get started here at Thunderhill at noon Eastern Time, 9 Pacific Time, follow along with some SCCA Super Tour coverage, where I am here at Virginia International Raceway. We'll get things started 8 o'clock tomorrow morning with some qualifying and racing action, and then let's do endurance racing from Thunderhill for the afternoon and into the evening. So Ryan, I'll let you take it away, but looking forward to a great weekend.
No, very, very excited to get going this weekend. Thanks, everybody, for coming to our coverage of this qualifying. I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, and that's the only way we're going to do times this weekend is in Pacific. Pacific time, 9 a.m. We'll see you then. Thank you.